Hi guys, welcome to this video. If you are wondering how can you start your movements, this video is right for you. This video, I'm gonna instruct you on movement elements based on the concept of movements. Now, what do we move? Where do we move? And how do we move? To move, we need something to move our bodies. We need a place to move, like space. We need energy to move, like effort. Now, how concept of movement affects the various movement? Today, I have 4 concept of movements to instruct you and a lot of elements to perform. First concept is the body. Body is categorized into 4 categories. We have body parts, body shape, action of body parts, and action of the whole body. First is body parts. The elements of movement in body parts, we have head, neck, mouth, shoulders, elbow, wrist, hands, fingers, belly, chest, spine, back, hips, knees, and ankles. Also the feet and the toes. Now, how are we gonna move these elements? So simple. Like for example, our head. Simple. Move your head. The neck. And our mouth. It's parang kind lang din siya ng gesture. And next is our shoulder. Our elbows. Elbow. Then our wrist. How to move this wrist. Then our hands. Our fingers. Then the belly. Then our chest. And of course in the back side of our body, the spinal cord, our hips, our knees, and at the same time the foot and our toes. Now, let's move on to the body shape. So simple. Body shape consists of movement elements, twisted, symmetrical, and asymmetrical. To twist, ganito na mag-twist. For example, twist the body, just twist. Ganito lang po mag-symmetrical. Parang nakabayo, lang yun. Then, kung asymmetrical naman, just up your foot. Pwede yung right or ang left side or left part of your foot. Now, the action of our body parts. Okay, I only have one element movement to perform. That is the weight applied. For example, if I move forward my first foot, ang weight is nasa left foot ko. Transfer ang another weight sa left foot ko. So, ang right foot ko is support na lang siya sa weight ko. Now, action of our whole body. Okay. Do you familiar with locomotor and non-locomotor movement? Okay. Non-locomotor is the movement na hindi mo na kailangan lumipat sa ibang place. Non-locomotor is the movement that you have to change or kailangan mong lumipat into another place. Like for example, the movement elements like stretching, curl, twist, turn, swing, push, and pull. That is the example of the movement ng non-locomotor. Okay, let's do the stretch. Stretching. Steady lang tayo at rest. Next is the curl. We can perform the curl without moving or without transfer to another space. The twist. Turn. Just turn. Swing. Also, pushing and pulling is the example of non-locomotor movement. Now, is the locomotor. Locomotor is the movement which is you are nag-transfer ka na into another place. Like, very common is walking, jumping, run, and slide. Walking. Nag-transfer ako into original position to another position. Next is jumping. It's another example of locomotor movement. Now, running is also example of locomotor movement. Then slide. Right slide, left slide, or front, back. Okay. Next is manipulate. So manipulation, we have only 5 elements of movement to perform. Throwing, which is ang throwing is naka-depende sa'yo kung how you manipulate ang object na tinatapon or tinathrow mo. So, kick. Also, kick is nasa iyo din ang control or manipulation kung saan kasi or saan yung how you balance your body kapag nag-kick ka. Then, catching. Also, catching the ball is example of manipulate movement or manipulation. Dribbling. Also, dribbling. Kailangan din ng manipulation for kasi kapag nag-spin ang bola, mahirap mo nang habulin. So, that is an example of manipulation. Now, let's move on to the second concept of movement, the space. Okay, space is na-category siya into 5 categories. We have location, direction, level, pathway, and extension. Now, unahin natin ang location. Sa location, we have 2 elements of movement, the self-space and the general space. Example, dito. Sa space na to, this is example of personal or self-space. Okay. Dito lang ako mag-move sa isang kung saan na ako nakatayo. Okay. The general space is pwede mong i-occupy ang buong room. Okay. Or anywhere sa loob ng room na ito is pwede or ito yung example ng general space. Next is direction. Okay. Very simple. Direction is either forward, backward, side, up and down, counter, and clockwise. Okay. How to perform? Forward. Just forward. Okay, backward. Then sideways. Right. Left. Then ups and downs. Then is counterclockwise and clockwise. Just 3. Okay. Next is the level. We have different elements of sa level, which is divided siya into low, medium, and high. Ang example ng low is yung pag-kick sa under na masyado, o yung sa mababang surface na masyado kung tayo nag-football. Like for example, yung ganyan, low movement yan siya. And the medium is yung nasa lang din siya na yung surface lang din siya na medium lang din yung kaya mong i-move. Then the high is, example niyan is sa basketball, if you are going to dunk the ball. Okay. That. Then next category of space is pathway. Okay. Elements of movement in pathway is straight, curve, or zigzag. Usually, may mga athlete na ginagamit ang pathway as their movement elements because this elements is napaka-perfect para ma-challenge sila how to build their muscles. So first is straight. Straight, then forward, or backward, or side, basta straight ang direction. Next is the curve. Curve. Same with zigzag movement. Zigzag movement is parang lang din siya. Zigzag. Okay, naka-create na tayo ngayon ng zigzag movement. Now is the extension. Extension is only 2. The small extension and the large extension. Okay. Now, let's move forward for the third concept of movement, which is the effort. Do you remember, or are you familiar with Rudolf von Laban, which is siya yung na pioneers ng movement, ng effort, which is explain niya ang time, force, flow, and focus. Now, this category of movement, meron siyang different elements of movement. So, time. Okay, time, we have fast and slow and acceleration. How you move fast and slow? Ganun lang siya simple. Like for example, you're pushing. Okay, that's the fast movement. Then slow. Slow. You can feel or tapon your katawan ng leg. Next is the force. We have two elements also. The hard and soft. The hard and soft. Like for example, ng hard training with the push-up. Okay. Hard na push-up and soft push-up. Ganun. The next is bound and free, which is category siya ng flow. How you move bound or yung mas heavy na movement or free. Parang sa belly dancing, free. The next is focus. Focus is the lowering elements niya, the lowering elements ng movement, which is the direct and indirect. The direct example is direct or indirect. Like that. And last concept of movement is we have relationship. Okay. Now, I'm gonna perform different or instruct you different movement elements. Okay, this is the collective of this concept. Magpo-perform lang ako ng iba't ibang klase ng movements which is based on the relation concept. Now, first is near to. How to perform near to? Okay, let's count 1 to 8. Near to. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Near to. Next is far from. Far from is ganito lang. 2, 3, 2. Okay. Only 8 counts. The next is above or over. Okay. Count with me. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Next is below or under. Below or under is pag nag-stretch ka rin siya na pag-upo na. Like that. Okay. Next is apart. Yung apart na siya. Apart is apart your two legs, then upo. May pagka-similarity sila sa sa below and under, but ang apart lang is you have to split your legs into different directions. Next is together. Together, ganun lang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next one is in front of. Okay, how to perform in front of? Simple lang. Just cross your hand to your chest. Like this. Okay. Let's count 1 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's example of in front of. Next is behind. Behind is you just place your arms up your back, then that is example of behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next one is around. Simple around. Just turn around your hips. Okay, count with me 1 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, next one, the last, the between. Between. This is how to perform between. Okay. Your elbow, then parang nagapakpak ka lang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. That's it for today's video. I hope marami kayong na-learn about this concept of movement and the elements of movement that we perform today. Okay. Thank you for listening and God bless everyone and keep safe.